Welcome back to Laura's Plans. So this is the B6 Stalogy that I use for work, and today I thought we would go ahead and set up the next week of September in the Stalogy. So far things are working really well. I've been able to start in here and start filling in all of the things that I need to keep track of during a month. It's really funny because I was just noticing my monthly view is looking rather plain, but the other pages that I tend to use more are already starting to fill in. So it is what it is. I'll go back in and update things on my monthly view as I get a little time during the month. So week 37 has been going very well. This week on one page kind of snapshot, or week on two pages, snapshot of the week is working well. I'm able to keep track of what I need to. My daily pages are working very well because I have the time bar here. I'm not having to have it on my daily pages, and that is really working for me, as well as setting up each day as I go along so that I have room for notes. One of the things I did a little bit different here, because I tore out my initial index page, is I did go ahead and set up my index in the back, and I am able to keep track of all these different meeting and project notes and keep myself on track. So some days I use multiple pages, other days I do not, and here we are. So we are looking good. I have to get ready for Friday. I am not going to include a Saturday and Sunday on this week because I am not working this weekend. Here in the US, we have a holiday on Monday, so it's a 3-day weekend, and I am going to take advantage of it. So this is where we're going to get started, and to be honest, I'm not really sure what I am going to use. I pulled out some papers that I thought might work kind of with the color scheme and theme that we have going on, and I thought I'd play around a little bit. I do like those together and bringing in the blue, but I'm wondering if this deeper blue works better with the leaf kind of motif that's going on. And then of course I have polka dots because it's polka dots. I mean, hello, but the backside is really kind of silvery and garish. This is one that I love this, and at a different time of year I think it would be gorgeous, but I'd have to glue this one down, which, you know, that's not a horrible thing, but I don't know. Let's see what I did here. So I had polka dots there, so we're gonna do polka dots. We'll put polka dots aside, and we'll put that one aside. I think we're gonna go with this one. One of the things I do know that I want to do is leave that kind of almost like a Dutch door feeling, so that I can stamp the week. So I do need to cut this really quick. I do apologize. And it's not a true Dutch door, but similar. I don't know what it is. I guess I've been watching like Cindy Grantobaldo and Shada Campbell and all those women, and they do these beautiful Dutch doors, and like Jossie Corin from Jossie's Plans, and part of me is like itching to do some Dutch doors, but I also know Stalogy paper is really thin, so I have to be careful when I do, and I may have cut too much off of that, but that's okay. Yeah, no, let's go here. So I don't know, maybe I'll play around with some sort of Dutch door idea for next month in my personal, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. So let's go ahead and get this put into my notebook. And I'm not going to use any washi tape this time. I'm just going to use good old-fashioned Scotch tape, because I think I want to play with some of this craft paper that I have sitting near me. So we'll see. So let me go ahead and get that in. And of course I have a bubble. What's new? Oh, that's kind of a pretty backside. I didn't even think to look at the backside. I like that. What a nice surprise. So, put that down, and yeah, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna do this because this is really, really thin Scotch tape. Not super thin, but it's not very wide. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't really hold well. All right, so there's that. Ooh, I like that idea. I don't even know that I have to cut that down. We're not even gonna think about it. We're just gonna put it in because I'm not gonna make this a 45-minute video. So how are you guys doing? How has your week been going? It is the beginning of September, and in my personal planner, I didn't actually start September's setup until yesterday. Cause yeah, I like keeping a whole month together, especially when I'm doing like memory keeping and things like that. And I didn't have a weekly setup initially. If you watched the other video that came out when this did, you'll know that I did end up putting a weekly setup into it, for this next coming week, just to have kind of like a landing page. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I think I want to go ahead and put in the week. And if I am not mistaken, this is week 38, right? Let me just double check so that I'm not, this is week 38. So yes, I'm going to play with stamps again. You would think that I had learned my lesson, but nope, not so much. I'm enjoying them. I'm just gonna do it. And I figure I will get better as time goes on. And there's only one way to get better at something, and that is to continue to do it. So I can't let myself give up. And this one, I actually think I'm gonna do a little wonky on purpose, because those leaf patterns are not in a like symmetrical alignment. So I think I can get away with not being perfect on this one, which I think is going to be my go-to style because it allows me to make mistakes and not feel bad about it. There we go. So there's my K, J, and what did we say? It was 38. I hope it's week 38. I hope I'm not wrong. I remember Anna from Anna's Plans let me know that the week numbers on the Hobonichi don't coincide with the week numbers and stuff from iCalendar and like Google Calendar. And, you know, so I'm constantly second guessing the week number. Like I'm worried that I don't have it correct. But I'm going with it. That's the week I think it is. That's the week it will be. So there we go. We have week 38 all stamped in. That went much faster than last week. And I have my cover page. And in here, I am just going to list, I'm going to put a slot in for my top 3 priorities for this week. And hopefully I get them done. Okay, so there we go. The cover page for week 38 is done. So let's go ahead and jump into the weekly setup. I am going to follow the same, I guess, guideline of what I did last week with my, wow, I have a dot here and a dot here, and those are totally 2 different lines. Oh, something tells me that I did not count well. So we are going to take a look at this page and make sure that it's counted off right. These columns are 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's right. So let's come down here and we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1. And that looks, and there's the problem right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we are correct. All right, I'm glad I noticed that before I drew in the line. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up because you don't need to sit here and listen to me jibber jabber while I draw lines. So I will see you when this part is done. All right, so the basic pen is down, and I just want to go in and kind of get rid of the different dots and lines that I had written in some of the little elements I wrote in. I did have to change something up. I had gone ahead and made the title page. You just saw that. And I put the priorities behind that kind of, I put my top 3 priorities here. I had originally intended to put them here, which is fine. I actually like where they're at much better. But so I just put in a quick little to-do. Like those are extra to-dos that maybe I don't know what day I'm going to do them on. I can put them here. Definitely needed a waiting on and a next week category. So that is the setup for now. What I want to do is I'm going to utilize this light kind of grayish blue to highlight the date. Since last week it was such a pain in the butt that I didn't know what day I was on date wise. You know, I put it at the bottom, but I didn't really like it down there. So, and I'm just gonna put a little line of color at the top and the bottom to kind of keep the theme going. I know we talked about this, and you know, I appreciate all of the comments and everything. I, you know, think that you have to set up your planner so that you can work within it at any given point in time. And for me, even though this is a work planner, I still need to have the pops of color, the aesthetic, the elements like that in here. And it is toned down to some degree compared to what maybe like my personal planner is. But even like on my notes pages, I still put color in and I still put bubble letters in and things like that because they draw my eye to important things. And I'll put a sticker in. So, you know, I think everybody is their own person and you set up your planner for you and I will set up my planner for me. I think that's the lesson. The time bar in the planner itself works beautifully for me. Oops, if I can count. And apparently I couldn't right there. So I am going to continue this. I like being able to look here and see the appointment time. and kind of keep track of things like that here, as well as my focused work blocks. And I'm only working on one project right now, so I don't have to delineate which time block is going to which is kind of nice. So I can use one color and just kind of mark them down, because what I'm working on is not changing, and it won't be for another 2 weeks, and then I'll be on to a new project. But the beauty is it's only one project at that time, so I'm not going to have multiple projects going on, which is really, really nice for me. Yeah, that makes me happy. And I know that Monday is a holiday, as I said before, but I did include it because I may, depending on what we decide to do, I may come in and try to kind of get ahead on the week. I just put 13. So yeah, I'll erase that in just a second. I mean, I know 13 is 1 o'clock. I understand military time. It's just not my go-to. You know. And as much as I love to think I was a rebel, there was no way I was going to be able to do all week without having each day have its own time bar. It just doesn't work in my brain. And I know this is very reminiscent of the Hobonichi and everything, but this is what works for me. I think I want some color on here. I think. Or do I want some bigger color? Or do I want to do small color? Okay, I'm gonna put this down for sure, just to have some fun. Oop. So I'm gonna glue this, really, I am. And we're gonna put this here. I like it. And we're gonna put this here. And yes, I went and hit the Walmart bins for the 25-cent glue sticks, and these were like the jumbo ones, so I'm so excited. They're not, and I'm gonna make the untorn edge differ on each side. If you notice, like this must have been a top of a page, or some remnants from a top or something, because it has a straight edge and the other does not. But I was saying, so this isn't like the craft bond glue sticks that you get for scrapbooking and things, but since I'm not using it for photos, I think it's going to work just fine. If stuff starts falling out, then of course I'll go and probably just pick myself up some craft bond glue sticks, but I think these will work just fine. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys buy the special glue sticks for your planner, or do you just use the elementary kids glue sticks? You know, the good old Elmer's stick-on glue sticks. I'm trying to find where this is supposed to go, and I think that's where I want to put it, but you know what? I stuck it down, but I have to rub the glue off my fingers. I love I like playing with paper and glue and stuff like that. Feeling of glue on my fingertips does not bother me. Probably should, but it doesn't. Did you guys notice, like midway through, my microns are dying, and I just realized this is my last 005, so I'm gonna have to put an Amazon order in this next month to get one. I put one in at about every 6 to 7 months, and they sell them in like a 5-pack, and I think there's a 12-pack. There's like a 6-pack and a 12-pack. I used to get the 12-pack, but it was sold out last time, and voila, I go through about one of these a month, so that would make sense why I'm running out. All right, I think we're good there. So then what I also wanted to do was build my communications log. This is something that I left out. And usually I have one every week. Just to keep track of certain emails that either I send out or a client sends out that are kind of those emails that are announcing things, very important things. So I will keep a log of those. I mentioned how I had kind of like a little mishap, not for me, but for one of my clients' vendors, and they were saying they had not received such and such, and we were like, no, we sent out that communication on such and such date and you received it. So yeah, so I'm gonna put my communications log in there, and that is for week 38. So I am going to put that up here. And I'm just gonna leave that nice and plain because it will get filled. And now we're ready to build our first day of the week. And I need to make the choice of whether or not I'm going to include Monday. And I don't think I am. Because let's be honest, I am really, really not wanting to work on Monday since it's a holiday. I need to start taking my time. I think, like I said, I think I'm going to try to find something to do with my husband on an adventure date. We tried to go axe throwing. I know you guys are probably all laughing right now as I say those words. We tried to go axe throwing with friends this weekend. And unfortunately, the axe throwing venue in our town was rented out. I said I wasn't going to do Monday, and I did. So it looks like I'm doing Monday. Haha. Well, that's interesting. But I know that even if I do a little work, it won't be too bad. But I want to go ahead and set up Tuesday because that's really the more important of the 2 days. Anyway, axe throwing. So we set up a reservation. We did everything to be able to go axe throwing, and the venue got rented out, and so they canceled our reservation. So we just went and ended up having Thai food and just a good time as family, you know, as friends. But I was kind of sad. So maybe I'll see if they're going to be open on Labor Day. I don't know if they will because it's a national holiday, and I'm not sure they're going to want to play their employees, but it is a restaurant bar kind of thing. So maybe we'll go axe throwing on Monday. So let's take a look at what's going on this week. I know I have, okay, I need to fill this in, and this is a holiday, so I'm going to leave that alone. I know I have a meeting here. And I have a meeting here. Monday's meeting is canceled. Wow, if that's the case, that's freaking awesome. All right. I do have a major element that I want to mark here. So I'm going to put that there because I need to release a project to a vendor. On this date, and then I'll be No, I won't release that date. It's the following week. Okay. Oh, but one of my team members is out all this week. And I do want to note that, so I'm going to put it over here. And you know what? I'm going to use this color to do it. She is on vacation. This is all the stuff that's floating around in my head. Also, one of my clients comes back from vacation here, so that'll be a busy day with her. Okay, so we are looking good. I think I want to put a line under these, but I'm not going to use a ruler. I'm just going to sketch them in because they're not very long lines, so I think I can do them relatively straight. And that's it. We are ready to go. It is a work week. This is a building week. We're heavy in the design phase. Not the design, the development phase of a project. And so, as you can see, like my boss made sure that I didn't have a lot of things I needed to go to. Also, it's a short week, so that tends to mean less meetings, which makes me happy. All right, so that's it. I am ready to go. And as you can see, yes, I set up Monday. That was a mistake. So maybe I'll just use this to kind of brain spill if I don't end up doing any work on Monday. And then I'm ready to go for Tuesday, and I have plenty of pages to move forward in. So that's it. That is my weekly setup. I'm loving, I have to tell you guys, I am absolutely loving this B6 size. It is perfect for work, and I don't know why I never tried it before. It kind of surprises me that I didn't, because you would think I would have thought of that, but I hadn't. But I have it now, and it is making me happy. So I am going to put a little bit of just something to make me smile there, and I'm going to put a little bit of something to make me smile down here, I think. There we go. I have zhuzhed, I have set up, and I'm ready to go. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. And I hope you have a wonderful 3-day weekend if you are also celebrating this week. And otherwise, I will see you next time.